Hello, good evening. As we get in here and get settled, we're going to do a few thank yous, but the first thing, since you just got nice and comfortable and set down, that I am gonna ask you to do, if they're ready. Heidi, they're ready? All right, we'll check that. Kevin's ready? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and stand for our NJROTC cadets. Please stand for the March On of the Colors. To the flag. United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Every out. Ready, up, I, face, forward, march.
Thank you. You may be seated. I'll start with them first. A special thank you to Sergeant Major Kevin Fontenot and the Color Guard crew, Cadet Usman, Neipert, Holiday, and Mosby. So thank you very much for doing that this evening. We're going to go ahead and get started this evening. We're going to go through, the teachers are going to come up, they're going to introduce their student, they're going to pose nicely right there for a little picture on their way down to Miss Lisa Fundanay, who has graciously agreed to help out, so thank you for that. And I'll start with introducing her. I call her my big boss over here. She's the Executive Director of Teaching and Learning, so Lisa, thank you for always pitching in a hand and coming to support the programs tonight. Appreciate that. Also, welcome Charlotte Cole, our assistant principal is here at the high school. Melissa Supergreen, the principal of South Kitsap High School. If you're looking for them, they can't hide. They're right back there. So, all right. Miss Monica Zuber, Assistant Superintendent of School Leadership. And we have a few board of directors, our school board. So thank you, Megan Higgins, as well for being here this evening. This evening would not be possible at all without all the work that it goes in, and it's all year. So a special thank you to the families that help support their students and the students for all the hard work that they do, and the teachers, the endless hours and time that is put in to help students have the opportunity they have in our current technical education programs is endless. And so it's a lot to manage, but they love it and they do it for the students, and it definitely shows, and I think you'll see that here tonight. So we're excited to be here. A few other thank yous to Dave Goodwin, our Assistant CTE Director, who's probably running around somewhere getting some more things together. He's been awesome and instrumental in this evening. Paula Rasa, our Instructional Specialist. Heidi Dusek, who really, honestly, say thank you to Heidi. All of this those that know me, does not look this way because of me. She really does keep the show together. To Trisha, our CTU bookkeeper, who definitely helps and pitched out and got to see the chaos tonight for her first time, so appreciate that. And Sandra Gleason, our para, who helps and really has done a lot to get this evening going as well. So thank you especially to that team for making this happen this evening. NJROTC cadets also greeting at the door this evening. I kind of mentioned out there the horticulture program, and Ms. Petro, thank you for the centerpieces, especially having to do them the day you got back from state convention. Appreciate your teamwork and agility in that one. They look great tonight. Matthew Swagger and Deborah Hatfield and the stage crew, thank you for making things run tonight and filming this evening and streaming that. And Mr. Grimm and Jeff Wynn, thank you for the awesome plaques that students will receive tonight that they made. A little mix between wood shop and auto shop, jeez. Metal Shop. And then thank you, Mr. Serio, for the retirement plaques as well. Appreciate that. So, all right. So I think that is about through my thank yous. If Heidi gives me the thumbs up and I did it. All right, we're perfect. Okay, so what we're gonna do tonight is you're gonna come up with your student. I'm gonna introduce the program. You're gonna come up and introduce your student, and you're gonna talk about a minute, all right? Because the fun thing about tonight after, and I appreciate the people here, is our advisory members. What CT advisory members are people who are business and industry professionals in the program area who help guide the program. They meet 3 times a year. They let us know what's going on that's current. So if you're in here tonight and you work in one of the industries that you see, we always love more people to help guide us and make sure that our programs are up to date for students. But following this evening, they have a meeting. So we'll definitely get them there and through this tonight. But again, it's a great night tonight to see all of the programs and students that represent those programs. So I will call you up. You'll come up, talk about your kid for a minute. You'll all remind me. You can either use this mic, it's not moving, or you use this one. Okay? And then we will have you stop and take your picture, head back to your seat, and we'll keep it moving. Okay? I'll give you your little plaques and we'll go forward. So we're going to go ahead and get started this evening, and I am going to introduce Miss Ashley Myers from Cedar Heights Middle School.
Good evening. Okay, I'm going to try to do 1 minute. Okay, so tonight I have the honor in recognizing our CTE Student of the Year, who is also serving as our president of TSA, Sophia. Sophia has truly made an impact here at Cedar Heights Middle School through leadership, dedication, passion. This year, she has led the medical technology team to nationals in Washington, D.C. Not only is that team advancing, but her off-the-grid team is also moving forward to nationals under her leadership. On top of that accomplishment, Sophia also placed top 8 for her prepared speech competition at state. I do want to share a small part of her speech, where her theme was, "What does unity in a community mean to you?" She said, "It is important that we lift each other up within our communities. Be someone people can turn to. Be the person who listens, who supports, who creates a space for others to feel. Community isn't just a subject, it is real connection." That quote perfectly reflects who Sophia is. She is a kind leader who guides and encourages her peers even when adults are not watching. She leads by example, teamwork, and determination. Over the 3 years at Cedar Heights, she has not just explored TSA, she has explored robotics and science and even cooking. Through all these experiences, she has discovered a love for collaboration and teamwork, just like she has demonstrated in sports. It has been an honor to be your advisor and teacher, and I cannot wait to see where the next 4 years at high school has taken you. Congrats on being named our CTE Student of the Year.
Thank you for the opportunity to be here today. I just want to talk a bit about TSA and stuff. I'm super glad to be introducing it to the high school with Ms. Myers. We've been pushing for it for so long, or so I've heard. TSA is a great opportunity to learn so much about CTE and the qualities that come within it. It provides a lot of opportunities for college, high school, and careers for the future. And I'm really excited to see the high school get this program going sometime soon.
Little pressure there applied. I like it. All right, we'll get it going. So the thing I didn't say, and it's up to the student. If you'd like to say something, you can say something. You don't have to. So I'll leave that up to you, but prepare yourselves. I'm not going to pull everything out of the bag because there is quite a bit of stuff in there. The slight lacquer smell is the fresh, clean plaque that is in there. So nothing dangerous, but that's what the smell is in the bag. A little bit there. And then if there is something for some reason with a minor spelling error on it, you get it back to your teacher immediately, and we will get you something. We'll get it reprinted and stuff. I know there's probably not an error, but just in case, then you don't have to worry about it. Okay? All right. We'll keep rolling here. We all saw how it's done. Nice job. Thank you. So John Sedgwick will bring up Mr. David Serio.
Good evening. It is an honor to be present or to present to you this year's Student of the Year for Woodshop, Kenzie Harstead. Kenzie is an amazing person who brings a positive, can-do attitude to class every day. No matter the challenge, she approaches it with determination, focus, and willingness to learn. Her enthusiasm is contagious, and she consistently encourages those around her to do their best as well. What sets Kenzie apart is her incredible attention to detail. In woodshop, craftsmanship matters, and Kenzie takes pride in every project she works on. She understands that quality comes from patience, precision, hard work, and dedication shows in everything she does. Beyond her skills in the shop, Kenzie demonstrates unwavering educational integrity. She is dependable, honest, and committed to doing things the right way. Her steadfast character and strong work ethic make her not only an outstanding student, but also an outstanding role model. Kenzie represents the values of creativity, perseverance, and excellence that make her a very special addition to the classroom. We are incredibly proud of her accomplishments and excited to see all that you will do in your future years. Please join me in congratulating Kenzie Harstead.
All right, thank you. Okay, up next we have Marcus Whitman, Chasely Garcia.
Like the short one up here. All right. Hi, I'm Chasely Garcia, and I teach Marcus Whitman, and this is Declan Murphy, our CTE Student of the Year. I have had the honor of having Declan in class for the last 3 years. He has taken pre-engineering, robotics, computer science, and woodshop. He always puts forth his best effort and takes pride in his work. His positive attitude, friendly personality, and outgoing nature make him a joy to have in class, and he's always willing to help others with a smile. Over the past year, he has overcome significant adversity with strength and determination, never allowing challenges to stop him from continuing to grow and succeed. His resilience, character, and commitment to learning make him truly deserving of the recognition. He represents the very best qualities of CTE student and serves as a positive example for those around him. Congratulations, Declan.
All right, thank you. Up next, we have Robin Quiet with Discovery High School.
I am Robin Quiet from Discovery. I am bringing our CTE Student of the Year, Skylar Swearalong, which I know I said that wrong probably. But Skylar has been a true story that we like to share about at Discovery. He has been through adversity and has come out the other side. Our mascot at Discovery is the Phoenix, and we like to metaphorically talk about the Phoenix a lot. At least I do in my classes. But Skylar is really a true example of what that means. He's really come out of some history and has really come out this year. And when I first heard about Skylar, I was like, who is this kid? His advisor is super proud of him. Also, David has been, was ready to dump him. And I heard the stories and the legend, and then I got Skylar in my class this year, and it was just amazing and refreshing to have him there. He asked questions, he wanted to know about the math of the situation, and then he really dove in. We had a project our second term where they did a little bit of a Shark Tank, and he built a business, a car wash business, and went all the way through doing a P&L and a logo, and it just was a great, it was really refreshing to see him. And my guest speakers that came in loved having him in class also because he participated and asked questions. Skylar, thank you for really diving in and caring about your work. Good job.
Hello, I wanted to give a big thanks to Discovery High School. They are the reason why I'm standing here today and am graduating on time. I genuinely believe that I would not be where I am today, nor as successful, nor as ready for a future. So right now I am just on track to graduate financial math. It really got me set in what I want to do for a career. Because of that, I'm looking at getting a business degree at Olympic College starting in the fall. I'll be starting there. I'm currently working at Albertsons on Mile Hill in Port Orchard, trying to save up some money to get ready to go to college. Yeah, honestly, just one last big thanks to my family and my social worker for helping me be where I am today. Yeah, thank you.
I knew I recognized him more than just school. That's my grocery store. All right, awesome. Thank you. Before we go next, I made the joke about the big boss, Lisa, and I forgot the big boss who he loves to be introduced. Whoops. Special thank you to Tim Winter for being here tonight. It's very important. I appreciate that, our superintendent. And in all honesty, I joke around with them about being dignitaries and things like that, but we would not be able to do what we do in CT in our district without the support from the school leadership as well as the district leadership and our school board. They allow us to continue to run the programs that you guys work so hard for, so I really do appreciate it. All right, we're gonna keep rolling here. We're up next, we have all of you? Yeah? Haley Cook, Abby Petro, and Nick Grimm with our agriculture program.
All right, good evening. I'm Nick Grimm, and I teach metal and fabrication here at the school, which Chloe Straight has taken. But honestly, I don't even have the best stories of her from that class because I normally coach a forestry team that competes in the skills of the forestry trade. But this year, I coached it, and so did Chloe. And because of that, we won first in state, and we're going to nationals this fall for the first time in South Kitsap history. So she's dedicated. She's got incredible attention to detail. She's motivated. She had slideshows for training for nationals ready before we even won state. So she's always looking ahead. Her ability to take chaos and turn it into organization has helped us in our FFA chapter this year as she has served as our vice president, excelling in turning that chaos into organization. And I think that skill is greatly going to help her in her future as an elementary school teacher.
I am fortunate enough to have Chloe as a student and as an FFA officer, of course, and I just want to say really quickly, she has exemplified everything that we look for in an FFA student. The FFA motto is learning to do, doing to learn, earning to live, and living to serve. And the first three sections of those motto, I think, exemplifies most CTE courses, but that last section, living to serve, is really what has stuck out about Chloe as a student. She's exactly what every teacher hopes to see walk in the classroom every single day. And not only, I think, would every teacher say that they are lucky to have her as a student, I think every person who has her in their life would say they are lucky to know her as well. And I'm very, very, very thankful that she has been one of my students this year.
Ooh, that's tough to follow. I don't have Chloe in class. We only see each other for FFA, but in the less than a year that I've known her, I can't think of a more hardworking, successful, and passionate child, not only in FFA, but in the high school, and I think that she's gonna do great things when she leaves us. That's not for you.
Chloe is so organized. She not only does FFA, but she had her car in the car show when she was at state convention, not even here, but she got that car there, so appreciate that. Nice job. She's good. All right, up next we have Miss Trish Tierney with Info Technology.
Hi everyone, I'm Trish Tierney. I'm the 3D animation teacher here, and I'm here to introduce Devin Papa, who I met 3 years ago when he first came into my beginning 3D class. I had no idea what he was going to achieve, but I knew he was something special. I called his mom during conferences, you know, for that positive contact, and I was telling her what he was like in our class, and she was like, wait, he talks in your class? So once upon a time, he used to be a quiet kid, apparently. But he's no longer afraid to call attention to himself. Over the next 3 years, I've had Devin in 9 classes. I teach 3. I think that definitely holds a record. He's been a TA for me, a peer tutor. He's taken my Microsoft Office classes. He's certified in 4 apps. He's done a lot of different things. He's in cross country and track. He's a senior class senator. He has taken a ton of AP classes, has an impressive 3D AP art portfolio. It was really easy to figure out who was going to be my student of the year. Because just besides all of that, he's also an amazing 3D student. I've taken him to state the last 3 years, one of the only 2 kids I've taken all 3 years. And this year, he and his partner won state. So in less than 2 weeks, we're going to Atlanta for nationals for the first time for 3D to go to nationals. He's been an officer. He's attended all of our community service events. We help seniors at the Givens Senior Center with tech devices, and that's always been pretty interesting watching teenagers deal with that. He's also really helped me make the 3D program what it is today. He's given me feedback on my projects, some of it more positive than others, including the midterm project that I had the very first semester of Advanced 3D that he will never let me forget. So we've laughed a lot with each other. The words "I hate you" are now somehow a compliment. I'll never hear the song Funky Town without thinking of him. Over the years, we've just come to joke that I'm his second mom, and I feel like I'm part of the Papa family. I'm so proud of Devin. I've got to watch him transform from this gawky boy into like this confident, hilarious, and immensely talented person that you see here today. Obviously not shy anymore. I really look forward to seeing him go out into the world and show the world what the 3D program at South Kitsap prepared him for. I'm so proud of you. Congratulations.
I hate talking in front of people. This is horrible. I know that I'm technically the student, I guess not technically, I guess I am the student of the year for this, but I would have never had any idea about 3D in general without randomly signing up for her class one time. And she was, honestly, I mean, I liked the class. It was clearly great. But she was so awesome that I just wanted to keep going. And I'm going to college for this in the fall now. Ms. Tierney changed my life, and I'm happy with that, so thank you.
If Devin knew me outside of work and my style, the suit is awesome. All right, I like it a lot. Okay, so thank you. Up next, we're gonna have Sergeant Major Kevin Fontenot come up with NJROTC.
Good evening. This year's NJROTC CTE Student of the Year is Cadet Lieutenant Commander Ira Sidchar. As a commanding officer, she was responsible for the discipline, morale, welfare, and the efficiency of all cadets. She directly supervised the entire chain of command, including the executive officer, the senior enlisted advisor, and 3 department heads. Under the CO's supervision, the staff ensures all the operational tasks and training objectives are met, and that the unit functioned effectively and efficiently. Additionally, Cadet Lieutenant Commander Sidjar oversaw the development of 137 cadets and the coordination and efficiencies of 7 teams to include the armed, unarmed drill teams, color guard, academic strength, marksmanship, and orienteering. Serving as the primary link between the naval science instructors and the student body, Cadet Lieutenant Commander Sitjar kept the NSIs briefed on cadet progress and unit needs while effectively communicating the instructors' guidance to the cadets. She also oversaw the planning and the execution of all unit activities, including weekly formations, inspections, drill meets, community service events, and military ceremonies. Leadership development and teamwork are the hallmark of the program. Lieutenant Commander Sitjar exemplified and embodied these traits for others to emulate. She mentored and developed subordinate leaders, ensuring proficiency in their duties and the preparation for their future roles as leaders. She was the role model, upholding the highest standards of the conduct and being dedicated to our unit. And so thank you for everything that you did this year. I'm really proud of you. Ladies and gentlemen, Cadet Lieutenant Commander Ira Sitjar.
So the events that we planned wouldn't, be as successful and wonderful without the CTE's help. We need a lot of money and we asked a lot, so thank you so much.
There's some programs we're on a little more. Our program is our offices are down with the ROTC program down there at the Armory. And I will miss Sitjar because when it's kind of things are going on, I can't find someone else. I say, get me Sitjar, and she gets everybody in shape down there. So appreciate it. These kids. All right. Up next, we're going to have athletic medicine, Chris Hyatt.
All right. I have lucky enough to introduce our athletic medicine student of the year, Elena Lester Dame. She's taken 2 years of athletic medicine. She's had ASL. She's a cheerleader. She has over 280 hours. 170 of those are probably documented. 100 of those hours are undocumented. She just shows up when she has some free time and helps us out, which is immensely helpful. This year, our athletic medicine club had some interesting problems this year at the beginning. While in the meantime, she got sick, and when she came back, she stepped right in and started running the club. She put together state study sessions, kept attendance. While in the meantime, she was one of the top varsity students for us and did the oral practical. She was one of the top 4 fastest tapers in the state, which also helped guide our team to be 12th out of 50 students of 50 teams, including a team from California. Without her dedication, curiosity, I think that our team would not have done as well. While doing all that, she also is a Running Start student at OC. And she finds her time to come in and take the one class at the high school, which is athletic medicine. And through all that, she also was one of the few people in the state that got a Fred Hutch paid internship for this summer. Elena Lester Dame.
Hello, I want to start out by saying thank you to my parents because I would not be able to dedicate as much time as I did if they were not as flexible with letting me come home while they're in the middle of eating dinner. Sometimes it's a little frustrating, I'm sure, but they have been able to manage it, and I really appreciate it. I want to say thank you to Spalding. I know he's not standing up on the stage with me, but he has been very detrimental in athletic medicine and helping me understand what it looks like to lead. And really, Mr. Hyatt is the big person to thank here. I took his class because I was really curious about what medicine really was and what that would look like. And after about the first week, I fell in love with it, and I have planned my whole entire future around it. And I just can't say thank you enough because everything I do is because I learned from him.
right, thank you very much. Up next, Mr. David Watson with Automotive Technology. And I am going to hand the mic on this one, the secondary mic.
I have it, Sarah. Hi, we're hiding out here, up here in the cheap seats. I just had a hip replaced. Stairs are not my friend right now. Hayden Gresseth, does he have a slide? There we go. Yeah, Hayden's been in my beginning class, my advanced class, and he is my TA as well. He's a great leader in the shop. He helped organize and put on and judge the car show we just had, which was a big deal. And he's great with the other students in the class as a teacher's assistant, helping the beginning students in the class. As you can see there, he's also a pretty decent fabricator and helped build the trophies for the car show. And I'm going to give the mic to him and let him know, or let him tell you where he's headed.
So, hi, I'm Hayden, and I was lucky enough to get an interview with Banger, and they were, I thank them very much for letting me get a job there. So those are my plans after high school. And I just want to say thank you to my dad especially.
Thank you to her for everything she does. She helps support. Thank you to her for everything she does. She helps supports all of the programs, teachers, schools, and kids with financial aid. We've heard a little bit about Boeing, and I won't get them all right, but you'll see them come out over social media and things like that. We had several direct hired this week. We had one that went over the helper program and was hired directly into the apprentice, and we have more to come from our CT students out there getting ready for the world. So I appreciate, Susie, all the hard work that you and Nicole do in the Career Center and sports students. So thank you to them. Okay, Miss Rourke, Miss Rourke, excellent job getting in here with our culinary program. And again, the food, nice job, thank you, amazing.
All right, well, it is a great honor to get to introduce Jacob Pleasance as our Culinary Student of the Year. I first met Jacob actually in Italy, I'm not even kidding. We went to Italy together, and I'll get to that in a second, but he is one of the only students who kind of was able to get in culinary as a freshman. It's hard to do. We almost only have one or two per class. So he's taken beginning culinary his freshman year. He took advanced culinary, I'm assuming, your sophomore year. And then he took Pro Start 1 and Pro Start 2. So I actually I didn't have him as a student. He had, I think, Mr. Poppy probably for those other classes for beginning and advanced. And so he really hit it off with Mr. Poppy. And Mr. Poppy and I take kids on some EF tour travel, and we got to meet him there. And it's kind of when I first got to know him, and he was chatting with me a little bit about potentially being in pro culinary, and so I really got a chance to meet him in pro. And so I just want to give you some details about why Jacob is our Culinary Student of the Year. One of the first things that I think kind of really tells the story of just what Jacob means to me. First of all, he didn't help tonight. I told him he couldn't. So he wanted to, and I know he would have, but I wanted to give him the night off. He did. I asked that the kids get 10 outside hours, so they have to come to 10 different, 10 hours. It's not really that much, but he did 50 hours as a junior, and then I'm assuming he did about the same this year. And so we missed him. We missed him tonight. He's super reliable. He's always the first one there. He's the last one to leave. One of the things he did this year that I just thought was so wonderful is my culinary class has set off the fire alarm twice this year. And we have to evacuate. It's totally mortifying. And everyone kind of was like, we know it was culinary, And so we evacuated at I'm going to say 1:40 p.m. So it's about 20 minutes until the bell's going to ring for the end of the day. I was doing a monster lab. It was just chaos.
Every lab was just covered in food because we hadn't even gotten it plated because we have short periods. So we try to hurry, we try to serve it. And so basically we had to turn stoves off. We had to turn off everything, leave it like it was like Armageddon in there. And then we had to go outside and come back in. And then when we came back in, it was 2, and it was time for most of the kids to leave. And I had 2 people volunteer that were in the class. So out of 24, only 2 were like, oh, Miss Rourke. Actually, I think Hayden was one of them, the auto student of the year. So I only had 2 in my class, and it was pretty stressful because I was looking around the room like, what am I going to do? This is going to take me 2 hours. I was like preparing my whole night, you know? And Jacob he's not in that class period, but at about like 2:05, he knew, and he swings around to offer to help clean up, and he stuck around until the room was clean. And so, I mean, that is amazing and just so thoughtful, and it just kind of illustrates the person that he is. He does that all the time. He will be there. He will never let you down. I've just been so, I don't know, I've just been so happy to get to know you. He also went to state for us this year, so we hosted like a little cook-off in December. We have 6 labs. We have 6 kids in there trying to do a cook-off to see who we take. And so he was one of the top 2 chefs that we got to take to state this year, and he got a silver medal in that. And so, yeah, I just am so lucky to get to know him. I know the other culinary teachers feel the same. And yeah, we're just very happy to get to know you, and looking forward to seeing what you're doing in the future. I don't know that he's going to go into culinary, but maybe. Like we might still get him somewhere. You want to tell him about your plans?
I'm not doing culinary, but construction management, so completely different.
He'll still enjoy cooking then. Don't do it for work or gets less enjoyable a little bit. All right. Up next we have with our computer-aided design and engineering, Merle Williamson, to introduce his student.
Good evening. I'd like to introduce Lucy Brady, our student of the year. Lucy's not really a stranger to a lot of the people that are in this room. She's blazed a trail through CTE from junior high easily on through. Everybody wanted her for student of the year, and I feel very privileged that I was able to have her as mine. As I enter into my 20th year of doing this, there's a few students that always stick in your mind, and she'll definitely be one that hangs with me. I hope I've hit your life as much as you have mine, for sure. There's never enough time in her world for everything that she wants to try to jam in there. She is constantly doing something with track or some kind of singing or musical. She's got just everything going on at the same time. She came into my class as a freshman, and she didn't really say much. She'd come in, she'd sit down, and is not a person that is really on your radar. She doesn't play on her phone, she doesn't talk to everybody. She comes in, she buckles down, gets her work done, totally into every detail that we do for engineering. She's pushed me to actually increase my content in classes, especially my architecture class. She got into the architecture year-long class and took to it quite easily. The program that we use is kind of tedious to play with, especially to learn out of the box. It's something new that they all get to see in September. By the time we went to winter break in December, she was excelling quite well with that program, and she was learning the architectural side of design as well as the program to do it. By January, she was doing regional competitions. She easily won through 17 people and walked away with second place in that group. She got invited to state. She went against 11 different contestants there from all around the state, and she took gold. She represented Washington State with Skills USA at the Nationals in Atlanta. And if you really want to get to know somebody, go on vacation with their family. Ben and Elise and Jack joined us, and we all went for a week vacation in Atlanta. That was fun. In that time, she had 3 days of competition, and that she was up against 60-plus competitors of high school, college, and tech classes. And we think that she came out around 20th place out of 60-plus people, especially from industry and the tech trade schools. That's amazing. So 8 months to learn all that and get it out and get going. It's amazing that she was able to get that. I think we got you a scholarship the other day too, didn't we? Yeah. Nice. John Paul Jones Committee from the Port Orchard Masonic Lodge, their committee chose her as one of 2 only juniors for the year for their scholarships. That's pretty decent. I heard you got a bad grade too. She had an A- in a class. That's okay, it was weights. So she wants to go to University of Washington and major in some kind of mechanical engineering or such there. And she's got her eye on either apprenticeships or some kind of work programs through PSNS. So, Lucy.
All right, thank you. Okay, the next one up here is going to be Exploring Trades and Apprenticeship, Paula Rasa.
Hello. I can't see anybody up here. It's always a little, yeah. There's no one there. I know, there's no one there. So Dalton Pearson. Dalton, this is my second year with Dalton, and it's been really fun getting to know him more. And so, little background, he's taken full advantage of all the CTE classes, and he's taken a lot of different things, agriculture to computers to all of the different trades, so auto shop, wood shop, and welding. So he's tried a lot, which is a perfect example for what our school offers and giving kids the opportunity to try different things and see what they want to do. So Dalton's, this year I have 5 second year that came back to help in the class and take their learning to a next level. So Dalton's goal at the beginning of the year was to look at project management and crew leading. And he took that role to a over-the-top level. This year, I got to watch him take on the responsibility. He developed, working with the other person that was working with project management. They designed projects that they wanted to do around the high school. They put all the plans together. They put all the budgets together. They met with the administrators, including Ms. Hatfield, to get approval and budget, and Ms. Supergreen. So they actually sat down with them and said, this is what we'd like to do. This is how much it's going to cost. Can we do it? And got budget approval and everything, and then followed it all the way through. So I watched him train people to do things that they were just learning how to do and take on that leadership role. And I also appreciated him being willing and taking it upon himself to help the other lead learn how to be a better leader. And Dalton does things in a way that are so humble, but when he's had enough, he can get very direct and get your attention. And I don't think he realizes how much his peers respect him and are willing to go to him when they need help. And that's really what I saw this year. Your input and how much you brought to the program this year. I really, really value. So Dalton was trying to figure out what he wanted to do. And he was looking at going into electrical. And he ended up getting accepted at Bangor and got an offer from Bangor last week. So he'll be one of the students signing with Bangor next week. So congratulations. They're very lucky to have you. If you want to say, you can if you want.
I just wanted to thank Miss Rasa and the Exploring Apprenticeship for this opportunity. It is, it's honestly an amazing class. I don't think I would have got the job at Bangor if I didn't have all the certifications. And Miss Rasa's leadership in the class is so amazing. Like, haven't had a teacher that I could be open with like her. And that's it. Thank you, Miss Rasa.
Dalton's another one we'll miss. I saw him today leading a whole group down the hallway, keeping them in line, getting things done, so nice work. Okay, the next thing we have coming up here, or teacher I shall say, is Stephanie Winslow with Environmental Science.
Right. Okay, it is with pride that I introduce to you Junior Angel Walters as CTE Environmental Science Student of the Year. So congratulations, Angel. Let's give her a round of applause. Nice job. So I have the benefit of sharing time with students from the beginning of their high school journey to the end in my current teaching position. And with Angel, this voyage began in 9th grade Future Focus. Remember back then? Hardworking, positive nature, natural leader were my first impressions. Lasting impressions are the same and then some. This year's pick for Student of the Year was not easy at all. What set Angel apart was a challenging class and an unassuming nature. First assessment, she comes in with work complete, prepared, quiet, confident, achieves at high levels. I noticed. Next assessment, she comes in, work complete, prepared, and quietly confident, achieves at high levels. I noticed again. Wash, rinse, and repeat was the story with Angel and the content of this course. Consistent, determined, and willing to do the hard things. You'll quickly realize this is just one side to Angel. Students are like gems, and each face or side has a different cut and represents a different aspect of their life. It wasn't long until I realized the many facets and brilliance of Angel. Future Vice President of Marketing in DECA, 10th place in state Microsoft Office Specialist, and of course, track legend. Mr. Zimmer said you'd like that. Last week, she was on one episode of WTV being recognized twice. It was like the Angel Show. Look at Angel's transcript and you see a top GPA, multiple college and high school and advanced placement courses, and 12 semesters of CTE courses. You really filled that schedule. Digging even deeper, her teachers share the same kudos that I had. Creative, detail-oriented, hardworking, and where things are happening, Angel is always right there. The unassuming nature, well, that's who she is. Confident in herself, consistent in her character, and capable to do anything she puts her mind to. There is a saying that there are people that make things happen, people that watch things happen, and people that wonder what happened. Angel makes things happen at South Kitsap, and I'm looking forward to seeing what she makes happen in the future. Thank you, Angel.
All right, thank you. Up next, we have Larae Madison is introducing for Betsy Fighter in the marketing program.
Good evening. This is Peyton Miller, and it is my honor to recognize this year's South Kitsap Marketing CTE Student of the Year. Peyton is the kind of student every teacher hopes for, not just because of her accomplishments, but because of who she is every single day. She is driven, dependable, and genuinely passionate about everything that she takes on. Over the past 2 years, Peyton has qualified for State DECA Conference, which speaks to her hard work, preparation, and ability to perform at a high level. But what stands out even more is how she leads beyond competition. This year, Peyton served as our DECA president, and she led with consistency, positivity, and pride. She ran weekly meetings, supported her peers, and was always someone others could count on, whether she was organizing events, promoting DECA in the community, or helping recruit new members. Peyton was at the heart of it all. One of the highlights of her year was representing Washington DECA at Power Trip as a flag bearer, an honor that reflects the respect that she has earned as a leader. Outside the classroom, Peyton brings that same energy and commitment as a South Kitsap cheerleader in our student store, where she helps create a welcoming and positive environment. And in her part-time job, she balances work, school, and leadership with impressive responsibility and maturity. Peyton's passion for marketing education is clear in everything she does. The skills she has developed, including communication, leadership, teamwork, and creativity, will no doubt carry her as far as she heads to Alabama for the next chapter of her journey. Peyton, we are incredibly proud of you and all of that you have accomplished. Congratulations on being named South Kitsap Marketing CTE Student of the Year.
Thank you so much. Miss Fider's truly the best. She's amazing. She runs all the marketing and DECA, and I really wish she was here, but she's amazing. And ever since I was in kindergarten, all the way up until like junior year, I was the most shyest kid ever. I'm not the same now, and it's all because of her. Oops. Yeah, I don't know. She's just amazing, and all because of her, I love working in the DECA store. I love talking at assemblies. I love giving our agenda out to our DECA chapters. And this year, we have gained so many new DECA members, and it's because of her and because of our amazing team. And because of that, I will be heading to Alabama, Roll Tide, for marketing and sports broadcasting. So thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. Up next, we have Family Consumer Science student, Maria Lazaro, and it says "and group." I don't know, yep, okay. We have Miss Emily Blankenship, Miss Malaya LaBabbit, Mr. Ryan Poppy, Kim DeGaramore. Anybody else? Anybody else? All right. And I said Maria. Yep, all right, got it.
All right, hello everyone. Sorry. I'm excited to introduce to you our Family and Consumer Science Student of the Year, Jason Sanders. Just a little backstory before I tell you what I want to say about him. So we have a lot of teachers in our department, as you can see. And one of the things when we went through our list of all the kids that we thought would be great for our Student of the Year, Jason was our top choice for each individual. So it was a unanimous vote. So this is why we're all up here. So with that, I'm gonna kind of start with mine and then we'll pass it along. So Jason is the kind of student who reminds me why I love teaching. He leads quietly and by example, and the people around him take notice without him ever asking them to. As an FCCLA chapter officer and a careers and education student, he is currently completing a semester-long internship, giving him a chance to truly test the waters of becoming a teacher. Participated in the Say Yes to Facts signing ceremony at the FCCLA Washington State Leadership Conference, and earned a spot at the FCCLA National Leadership Conference in Washington, D.C. this summer through his STAR event, where he will be representing our chapter and the state of Washington. Jason, you have earned every bit of this, and I have no doubt you are ready for everything that is headed your way.
My notes is that this is the best student of the year, woo woo, and I'm taking him to nationals in Washington, D.C., so we'll have a fun summer with FCCLA.
All right, I can't think of a better person to represent our program, our school, and to send out into the world to continue to pursue his further education of being a family and consumer science teacher. So I can't wait to see what your future holds, and Jason, I'm very proud of you. Thank you.
Jason has such a calm and positive demeanor. He's always willing to help in any way, and he has just been great to have in class.
From Mr. Tovar, we have, he says, having spent some time with Jason at FCCLA conference, and over the course of the year, he's left me quite impressed with his calm and respectful demeanor and his desire to lead and represent our FACSI department. I couldn't be happier to have him as our student of the year. And Ms. Lighthall, who couldn't be here, she said, when I was asked to vote for the Student of the Year award, Jason was the very first person to come to mind. He's been an awesome algebra TA all year, always connecting so well with the students he tutored. Plus, he was a huge lifesaver with the infant simulators. We call them the robot babies. Getting those ready is a ton of work, and it truly is, and he tackled it without complaint and really did a great job. And then this one's from me. Jason has been a reliable and involved student since his very first FACSI class. We've all gotten used to being able to count on him, and we're gonna miss having him around, but we're really excited to see what his next steps hold. Jason, we're super proud of you, so thank you.
So I just would like to thank all 8 of my family consumer science teachers that I've had throughout the years. I've taken a family consumer science course, I believe, every single semester of my high school life here, and none of my life would be the same if I had never taken any of these. With FCCLA especially, what started as just on a whim, Miss Blankenship being like, Jason, you're staying here for the FCCLA meeting, right? It really resulted in just a path of my life just that I would never have realized was open and that I would never choose to stray from. And I'm gonna really enjoy going to Central Washington to pursue a degree in family consumer science education and hope and either come back here or come to another school and lead a program half as great as the South Kitsap one here. And again, I would just like to thank all 8 of you here who are really my home away from home. Thank all of you.
All right. That's great. We're already lining up interviews for teachers in the future. We got it going. Okay. Up next, we have Deborah Hatfield with Video Technology.
Sorry, I always feel like I'm gonna fall when I go up the stairs. So I'm Deborah Hatfield. I'm the video production teacher here at South Kitsap. And as much as I tell all the students to please make sure you have a script and don't do anything don't improvise, that's what I'm doing tonight. I have no notes. Because part of it, when I started to write things down for Logan, I didn't even know what to say. I just got sad. I've been with him for 2 years now, and he's pretty quiet in the class. I mean, he's this quiet, very calm demeanor. But then slowly I started to see his personality come out in video. And I think the first one was the hydration PSA. He had his friends whipping his hair. And it was, I've never seen anything like that come from him. And slowly, more and more of his personality started to come out. And it was amazing to see. And it changed me as a teacher also to kind of let kids understand you can have fun in video, you can still be professional, but he found a way to have a good time, be goofy, but then still kind of exemplify the professionalism and all the stuff that we wanted to do. But I mean, I had asked a couple of my other teachers, who am I gonna pick? And they're like, well, it'll come to you, it'll be easy. And sure thing, I mean, the first person I thought of was Logan. He's always on time, he's always helpful, always turns in his work. He's calm, he's funny, he's caring. He goes to 8th grade graduation night, and I saw a huge boost in enrollment, specifically because the way that Logan talked to them at the middle schools. We had a Howell Award, which is our award ceremony, he had to have his own category specifically just for him because of the stuff that he'd produced. And then the peer awards, he got almost every single vote in the class. I don't think I've ever showed him, but there was an above and a beyond award. He had like 16 votes. So Logan is not just, I mean, if I need anything from him, if I need him to like be a director, I need you to go do this. I mean, he's just always, yeah, sure, with a happy smile. And he is so talented beyond belief. He's one of 11 students that got nominated for a NATAS Award, which is the National Academy for the Television Arts and Sciences Student Emmy Award. So we will, that's happening on May 29th, plus the 2 HAL Awards, plus he said he's going to Central Washington, is that right, to hopefully pursue video. I'm gonna be devastated that he's gone, but I'm so excited to see the stuff that he can do, and I cannot be more proud and excited for Logan. So thank you.
I'm super grateful to be here, and I want to say thank you to Ms. Hatfield and Swagger, and also my family and my girlfriend and all that. Video is a creative outlet, and it's been something that I found that's really, it's a way to express myself, and it's really amazing, and it's awesome, so yeah.
Told me he's wearing his own tracks in this stage. It's about his 5th time up here in the last couple weeks, so he's getting good at it. All right. Up next here we have graphic design, Teresa Myers.
Good evening. I have the privilege of actually getting to do 2 students instead of having a lot of the teachers with like 1 student. I get to do 2 students with 1 teacher. So my first student that I would like to introduce to you tonight is Mercedes Jane for graphic design. Mercedes has taken all of the graphic design courses available at South and has consistently done amazing work, and it didn't matter whether we were doing Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. She just took to it and understood it and has been able to kind of make it her own. And Mercedes Jane is quite a creative force. Her work shows strong application of artistic talent, and her technology skill is really, really high. She has a strong graphics background going through as I said, all of our graphic design courses. She's currently in graphic technology right now. And she's also taken a number of other CT courses at South. So 3D animation, culinary 1 and 2, textiles 1 and 2, plant science, ceramics, drawing and painting, AP drawing and painting. You start to get the picture. She is a fabulous CTE student and well deserving of graphic design student of the year. And I'm super excited for her because she has been accepted at Northwest College of Art and Design, and she plans to study graphic design. So she's going to be doing a career in either like marketing or advertising with the graphic side of it. So I'm going to miss you. Books, they are huge. They are 330 full color pages, hardbound book, and those students put it together in 90 days. That's all the time we have. Sienna has overcome a lot of challenges her senior year with just all kinds of different demands that she was trying to balance. But whenever we needed somebody to be there to take photographs, to put together pages, this is her 2nd year as our photographic editor, and she's been in yearbook for 3 years now. So she will go up on auction. And I'm happy for Sienna because as soon as she graduates, she is going to be, she's actually waiting her security clearance right now for her job in Shop 71 painting at PSNS. And I know that her dedication and her quiet kind of strength behind the scenes is going to be a total asset to them. So congratulations, Sienna.
They prefer to be the face behind the pages and not say anything, but they're funny. All right. Up next, Mr. Jeff Wynn with Manufacturing Technology Student of the Year.
All right. Hey, everybody. I have the pleasure of introducing to you Mr. Carter Little. Carter Little, everything that anybody said tonight, you can just add Carter's name to it. On time, hard worker, kind, team player, willing to do the extra, go the extra mile, helpful. I mean, he's all of those and then some. It's been a real pleasure of mine to watch him grow from just a little knucklehead to a big knucklehead, right? I've had him both in my advanced class this year for a full year, and I had him in my boat building class. And it's been a lot of fun watching him get excited to build this boat. That's all he talked about. Mr. Wynn, can I work on the boat building class in my advanced class? No, Carter, we have other stuff we need to do. Okay, Mr. Wynn. Mr. Wynn, can I come after school and work on my boat? Maybe a little bit later, Carter, because I got things I got to do. Okay, Mr. Wynn. I mean, he is doing it all, from football to track to excelling in class. He's always there with a smile on his face, ready to take it on. He's just a really awesome, awesome dude, man. I really dig having him. I'm also really excited to say that Carter's been accepted, and he's been offered a job to work at Bangor. So he's already got a gig set up when he leaves. So that's a big clap right there. I'm excited for him. Very well deserved. And I just want to say thanks a lot, buddy. It's been a lot of fun. I'm excited for you. And just stay in touch. Let me know what you're doing, all right?
All right, thank you. Up next, we have Mr. Sean Duntry with accounting.
Good evening. All right, I just want to say, I kind of want to go back to school, all these programs. They're pretty amazing. And I have the privilege of introducing the most boring of all these programs. Accounting. But in my long time here, I have had a lot of kids email me later, hey, Mr. Duttry, I got my degree in accounting and I'm an accountant and this and that, and that's always rewarding. And I've gotten the knack of identifying kids 1 month, 2 months in, that I'm like, he's gonna be an accountant. I just know he is. And I don't even have to like push it. I just have to give him this award. So Tyler Kim is my accounting student of the year. The main things that stick out to me is I have 2 accounting classes and they're on different days. And the one day I'm always stressed about trying to figure out how I'm gonna help everyone figure out debits and credits for the 50th day in a row. But the class that Tyler's in, I'm like, oh good, Tyler's in this class. He'll help this half of the room and I can focus on the other half of the room. And even all the smart kids, they hover around his table. He's always the first done. He's just really excellent at helping everyone out. And he doesn't have that stereotypical accountant personality, He's not dry, he's not inward, he's not OCD, he's not all those things that people typically think of accountants. He's got a really boisterous personality and everyone really likes him, so that's gonna go a long way in the field. I do know he's gonna be spending 2 long years in Japan after school, and then when he gets back from that trip, BYU is on the agenda. And early in the year, I asked him if he was going to be an accountant, and he said, I don't know, maybe. But more and more the year went by, and I heard it come up several more times. So I'm pretty certain you're going to be an accountant, and that's just the way it's going to go. And he looks like one, yeah, which is half the job. So super proud of Tyler and all these other programs too. It's just amazing here at South Kitsap to see all these kids with all their ambition and all these cool internships and college visits going, and it's just awesome here at South Kitsap. I'm just proud to be a part of it. So, you want to say something? Sure. Usually accountants are hiding and like, no, I don't want to talk.
And yeah, I'd like to say thank you to my parents. I know that I've always been on the edge of being an accountant, so I'd also like to thank Mr. Dutry for like getting me past that step. I decided to sign up for accounting this year because I was like, oh, I should try it out. I should see if this is something I actually want to do with my career. I think like just like a month or like a couple weeks ago, I decided, yeah, I should be an accountant. And then Mr. Dutry hits me with the, oh, by the way, you're the accounting student of the year. So I felt like that was like perfect for what I needed. So thank you to my parents for telling me I should get on this path, and thank you for Mr. Dutry for helping me lead and follow this path now. So hopefully after Japan, I'll be able to get into what I've heard is hard to get into accounting program at BYU, but I'm really excited for my future now. So thank you.
Excellent. Okay, up next we have our ASL Student of the Year, Pam Bond.
Okay, just making sure the interpreter's ready. Sorry about that. I'm not used to signing on stage with my paper over there and having the interpreter here, so maybe I should move over there. Nope, Sandy's got me. Thank you. And congratulations to Sage Black. She's going to be the Student of the Year, and she's amazing. I taught at a university in Hawaii since 2018, and I've taught here for a while, and she's been the best student that I've had so far. She has just really stood out, and she's just really stood out. She has been a great benefit to the class, and she really accepts all of the challenges provided, and I enjoy having her with me in class. She asked me about in-depth ASL grammar and glossing questions, and I gave her a stack of books, and she took it upon herself to study and learn all of that ASL grammar successfully on her own, and then she entered an ASL competition, and she earned fourth place in that competition for the state of Washington, so that was absolutely amazing. And then she is the ASL Club president as well, and she's extremely motivated and involved with the ASL Club. At the first time she was involved, there were 35 students in the club, and she managed that quite nicely. She often speaks of her family and her dog, and she really, really cherishes and appreciates her family's support and we're just so proud of her as the Student of the Year for ASL. Thank you.
I want to start by saying thank you to my parents, my friends, my beloved partner. I would not be here where I am today without them. It's been a rocky year, but I'm really proud to be standing on this stage today as their son. Being an ASL student has been so important to who I am. Since I was 7 years old, I've had the same kind of set of goals. You know, I wanted to be a teacher, I wanted to become all these different things. And now through making a connection to all these different people, through volunteering at all these events, being able to lead the club, it has really left a lasting impact and has changed who I want to be and where I want to go. And it's an experience that I am so incredibly grateful and honored to have. Thank you.
Oh, yep, see? We almost made it, you guys. All righty. Almost made it without a pinch, but there, we got it. Okay, our last but not least student of the year to be announced is by Josh Disney in the Ceramic Arts program.
Good evening. I have the pleasure to introduce to you all Ava Drabowski, and she is my student of the year for Ceramic Arts. Ava is a quiet force within the community as well as in the classroom. For the first time, I am reading off a full stat sheet for my student of the year. She holds a 3.98 GPA. She was the Interact Club president, or the Interact Club treasurer. She was the Ceramics Club president. She does community leadership. She was a TA, link crew leader, active participant in community service events, and all of these stats that she has is barely scratching the surface. Ava has been a person who has stepped up throughout the Ceramics Club, as well as with Interact, as different people in leadership positions had events or sports or other activities without even being asked. Ava stepped into that role. She stepped up where she saw a need and filled and accomplished, not with only great skill, but highly capable. As it went, as a TA, she was one of the most engaging, supportive. She had this ability to adapt what I was saying and what I was showing for other students in a way for other students to get it, grasp it, and really develop a skill and techniques of her own in how to throw pottery and how to manipulate the surfaces. Her skill craft in these fine jugs and vases and these really fine, delicate lids, her skill and capabilities have been astounding. She's not only an innovative problem solver, she's capable, she's able to be a coworker, she's encouraging, and she has that capable skill of being that teacher and in a compassionate way that her peers and underclassmen truly appreciate. As the years have gone by, she has been a staple within the classroom and within the Ceramics Club, and it will be a joy to see where you head off into life. Ava.
All right, let's give a hand to everybody. Nice job. So, you know, tonight's really about the students. Just a little bit about what CTE is meant to do for our school and for students. And really, I always say it's preparing students to be beyond college ready, to be career ready. We want them to know what that next step might be, even though they're probably going to take multiple different steps in their life. But knowing how to be resilient, flexible is really what students need to learn, problem solve, and think critically. The CTE programs do that. So they're blending industry, workplace experience skills with the academic side of things. For a lot of students, including myself many years ago, is what made it click for me. And I really understood my academic side in learning it through something that I was passionate about and then later did for work. And so that's really what we're focused for doing for students. The amount of time it does take, though, on teachers. Their students are grateful and thankful. I had a couple stop me in today, like, thank you for letting my teacher be able to support. It is a lot of work that all of them put into the programs that they do and go forward, and the nights that they spend away from home. So I appreciate them immensely. I appreciate their families and willingness to support that. I appreciate my family for dealing with what that stress brings to make sure that we have things rolling for students. So to the teachers, I just really appreciate everything that you do to make CTE programs great. And then same with the parents for supporting your kids to get them to the things that maybe sometimes the communication doesn't always get relayed perfectly, but you get them there and have them ready to go. So it really means a lot. And you should be very proud of them and everybody here tonight. And so that is all I'm going to say on that before I cry, and we don't want to do that again here tonight. So we are going to get rolling out. What I do have to ask, though, is, and I know you guys love this part, is that can I get every student of the year to come up on the stage as we end here so we can get one group picture, please? And advisory meeting wise, your teachers will be meeting out there. If you're staying for an advisory meeting, that will be quick and painless and efficient for you. We really appreciate you being here tonight and celebrating with us. Thanks.